These are times that test us. Ultimately, character counts, morality counts. I did this message for you from my home in Woodstock, Georgia. I'm DJ Harrington, and this is actually part of my basement. I'm showing you my 57 Thunderbird jukebox behind me. Let's start. Life as we know it has come to a screeching halt because of the invisible threat. We can't see it, but we surely can see the effects it has done to us. Thousands of people have been infected and thousands have lost their battle against it. As if they haven't already been involved enough in what we do, our state and local authorities have said that we must change the way we live and interact with others. As human beings who thrive on socializing with families, friends, neighbors, and church members, and co-workers, they've asked us to listen and follow their guidelines. Businesses, churches, schools, and events have been closed or canceled. As I walked my dog, the usual steady stream of cars once heard on the road is quite minimal and almost eerie at night. There's danger and opportunity happening at the same time. No doubt, like you, I'm wondering if things will ever get back to normal. As I watched a family of three walk past my house, I saw it. A beautiful butterfly flew past the window, and I remember a terrific story of one such butterfly. The butterfly is a powerful symbol of change. More importantly, for self-transformation. That butterfly begins as a meager caterpillar, pushing the front half of his body forward while the back end follows. The caterpillar embarks on an incredible journey where through the process it transforms into a beautiful butterfly. Seeing that butterfly reminded me of a story I've told many times at different conventions across this great land. And since those conventions have been canceled or postponed, I'm going to do it now. It's a story about a young boy who finds a caterpillar in his backyard. Excited about it, he asks his mom if he can keep it. She says yes, if he takes care of it. She gives him a jar, which he promptly fills with a branch and lots of leaves. One day the caterpillar climbs the branch and starts spinning a cocoon. The boy checks on the cocoon a couple times a day, watching it carefully for any sign of change. Then one day he sees a tiny crack. Through this small opening, he can see the caterpillar struggling to get out. This young boy watches, anxious to see the butterfly emerge, but became impatient and found a pair of scissors. He cut a hole bigger, helping the butterfly to come out easier. The problem is, the butterfly doesn't look exactly like a butterfly. Its body has been swollen, and its wings are now shriveled. The boy waits, thinking it will transform, but it stays the same. Now crying, the boy takes the jar to his mom, not really understanding why it did not transform into a butterfly like he thought it would. His mother then explains that the butterfly needed to push through the cocoon on its own. The struggle of transformation forces the fluid out of the body into the wings. The wings become stronger. By cutting the hole in the cocoon, the young boy took away the important struggle the butterfly needed to emerge correctly. Right now, all of us are in the metaphorical cocoon, safe and secure in our homes or apartments within our own cocoon. We face our own struggles, whether loss of income, stress, depression, or sickness. Through struggles comes strength, and with challenges come change. That last line came from my daughter just last night. My wife told me that living with me in this big house is like being in a cocoon, and I need to stop feeding my fear of the future, doubts or regrets. She also told me to think about the opportunities that lie ahead, because the thinking that got us here is not the same thinking that is going to get us where we need to go. Even though I start saying this quote years ago to companies like you that I've trained, it still applies today. You can't do today's business with yesterday's thinking and hope to be ahead tomorrow. Americans probably won't do business like we've done before because the marketplace has changed and we need to change with it. This pandemic is forcing us to change our lives like we've never done before. Let's be like the butterfly, making changes as they come so we can take off. Our attitude and activities will make all the difference in the world as you see we emerge from this threat. I hope this finds you and your loved ones well. I always want to help you become a better you. Remember, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you choose to respond. My friends, stay safe and healthy, and let's get this through together. Thanks for listening, and from my home here in Woodstock, Georgia, this is DJ Harrington.